everywhere's covered in snow, like thick, heavy snow. So we can't find anywhere to wild camp that's not like that we can actually park on because the snow's so thick.
Oh my god, I'm putting my seatbelt on. I can't believe that we have ended up in this situation. Welcome back to the channel. We are Liam and Janine, a married couple who recently sold our home in Brighton and all of our possessions to live in a converted Ford Transit camper van to pursue full-time van life in the UK. If you're new to the channel, we show our day-to-day living in a van, from making money on the road to cooking food in a small space and wild camping in stunning and not so stunning locations. So far, we're definitely finding full-time van life challenging, especially as the seasons have changed from autumn to winter, and consequently, we have had to make many changes to our camper van so she is equipped for the cold road ahead. The last time we left you, we travelled through Leicester, Nottingham and onto the Derbyshire Dales. We hunted for vegan Bakewell tarts in the town of Bakewell and parked up for the night in some very wild but beautiful locations. We then had to travel unexpectedly down to Birmingham as we had some urgent work to do with the large supermarket, promoting their new plant-based festive foods, which ended up with us cooking a full vegan Christmas dinner with all the trimmings. The next day we woke up to find ourselves stuck in a snowstorm as a result of the mighty storm Arwen, the strongest storm the UK has seen for a long while. Worried we might be snowed in Birmingham, we finally got enough sunshine so that we could drive to the Cotswolds to visit my mum for her 70th birthday. It was lovely to meet with family after such a long time of being on the road, but we were having such an incredible time up north, we couldn't wait to go back as soon as we could. So we made the long journey back up north to pick up where we left off. All the snow had long melted in the Cotswolds, so we assumed that it was also the case for the north. How wrong we were. So let's strap in and see what winter van life is like in the north of Britain. If you like the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up.
Welcome back to the channel, and excuse me whilst I concentrate on the road, but these are the most extreme conditions I've ever driven in the UK. And we are back in, as you probably see around us with all of the thick, heavy snow, we are, oh my god. Hey up. We're back in the Peak District, and it is absolutely a winter wonderland. And it's, for some reason, we're heading towards the town of Buxton, very close to where we were last week on the last video you saw us in. But for some reason the sat-nav's taking us through like the most treacherous roads, and it's really dodgy, really slippy and full of snow. So I'm gonna have to get back to concentrating on the road, because look at this. See it slipping. Really?
Like, you won't be able to get past that.
What is up there? Why?
It's just covered in slush.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, do you reckon there's a place I could turn around up there?
I just turned around in that ditch right behind me there. If
Yeah.
you go around the cement, there's
Yeah.
like a little ditch, but
Yeah.
just be careful your van doesn't get stuck in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. I really appreciate that, mate. Cheers. Way up. Cheers, mate. Thanks. Oh my
Shit.
word.
I would back up down this road. I'll get out, you back up. I wouldn't turn it round down a ditch. Seriously, I wouldn't go any further, Liam. Don't go any further.
Hold on a second, just wait there. I'm going to take his, because it would be dodgier reversing back there, I reckon. Is there anywhere I can turn round? I'll reverse back as much as I can reverse back safely.
I can't walk that fast.
If someone comes, that's when I'm going to need you to get out.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm putting my seatbelt on. I can't believe that we have ended up in this situation where we're just completely stuck.
This is the thin bit though, isn't it? This is the slim bit that's really difficult, yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I'd do it really efficiently.
I don't need the backseat driver thing happening right now. I just need to go straight back. and make sure we don't skid off the road.
Oh my god, what a nightmare. We're actually kind of getting out of it now, but there's still loads of black ice and sludge and sort of slippery bits everywhere. So it's still really dodgy. So Liam's concentrating on driving and I'm just recovering from the panic. I just can't believe it's this bad up here.
This road.
Where are we?
Where are we? Why has the sat nav sent us through the most treacherous roads? And how was it that we were in a town 15 minutes ago with people and stuff, and then all of a sudden we're in the middle of nowhere?
We're literally going over a mountain or something. I literally thought we were just going to be getting off the motorway and going to a town, and you might have like a little sprinkling of snow, but we've ended up going across country
To the North Pole.
to the North Pole. It looks like we're going over mountains of snow. Like,
I mean, that is just
look at the road, please. Well, one thing we both agreed on whilst trying to get out of this random situation was that the views were breathtaking. Even though a little worried about the van slipping and getting stuck in a ditch, we did spend a few moments taking in the scenery.
Oh my word, we are now on the A5, I think it's the A515, and I could not be more relieved. I think I've just aged 10 years doing that. It was so frightening, yet so beautiful to know that just a week ago we were in, it was quite mild, or a few days ago it was quite mild, and now we're going round and it's the thickest snow I've seen in this country in such a long time. I can't remember it being this bad. And we're not even in December yet, so who knows what lies ahead. We're going to be taking this A road all the way to Buxton now, and which is only 6 miles down here. Neither of us have ever been to Buxton before, but that is where we're going to probably just arrive and park up and make some food and stuff for the day, because that's taken a lot longer than we thought it would. But yeah, totally relieved, and let's just go to Buxton now.
Take the next right towards Eagle Parade, then turn left onto Eagle Parade.
So that's it over there. Yeah, so this park up's rubbish. It's right in the middle of a town. It doesn't look great. But there's a place nearby, near a canal, that looks so much better, and on the Park for Night app. And I think we'll just go there instead, shall we?
Yeah.
We'll go and try it out at least. It's near an A road, or it's near a main road, so we should be able to get there. It's whether we can access it because of the amount of snow.
So we're struggling to find somewhere to park up. All the little roads look really sort of treacherous and difficult to drive on. So we've decided to turn around and go back to that car park that we found in Buxton town centre, because it's starting to get dark. It's going to be really dark in the next half an hour or so.
Oh, this has turned into a bit of a nightmare. We are still on the road. I feel like I've been driving for most of the day, which I think I have. We went back into Buxton to go back to the original not so nice car park up, because at least, you know, everywhere's covered in snow, like thick, heavy snow. So we can't find anywhere to wild camp that's not like that we can actually park on, because the snow's so thick. So we thought we'd go back to that one, and then it was gridlocked in the town. Like we were stuck in a queue that wasn't moving for about half an hour, which is why it's now dark. So we managed to find a way to place to turn around really quick, and we just decided to get the hell out of Buxton. It just wasn't working. So now we are heading back to Bakewell, believe it or not. Bakewell's not that far away from Buxton. So we're going through like a valley now, and hopefully on the other side of this valley is Bakewell, and hopefully we're not out of muddy waters yet, that we can find a park up where we can actually park in it that's not covered in snow. Okay, this is where we're going to find out our fate.
Is this the road?
This is it. Okay, this is where it's going to get interesting. So far, so all right. They've actually cleared it up to this point.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I'd go slower. It's getting sludgy and black icy. Oh, it's starting to get treacherous.
There's a man in the road.
Just be careful. There.
That's it, yeah.
This is where we get stuck.
Right, so it's past the bumpy bit.
This is it. Okay, so we have jumped in the back of the van. We're both actually really exhausted. That was quite mentally tiring, actually, going through all that ice and snow, and it was really worrying. Liam was concentrating on driving, so he is shattered, and we're going to make a chilli tonight. So we're just gonna chill out this evening and eat our chilli and rice, and just pray for a better day tomorrow. Liam made an awesome chilli and rice, and after hours of concentrating on the roads, we were pretty tired, so called it a night.
Good morning, everyone. We are back at the park up that we came to in the previous video in Bakewell. And look, who remembers what it was like yesterday? It was absolutely covered in snow everywhere. We got road closures, we've got reversing down country roads because it's too icy and too full of snow. Even this one last night, because Buxton was the road going through Buxton was open on the way through. On the way back it got closed, I assume because there was a crash or something because of the snow. And then now, and we had to come down here last night in Bakewell again because the only place that we knew that we could potentially get to, really dodgy still, icy, snowy, and we managed to park up just here on the side of the road. And now we wake up this morning and it's absolutely, you will not be able to find one drop of snow, not one snowflake if you tried. It's the bizarrest thing. It's not yesterday. I say to Janine said yesterday was a disaster. Yesterday was just another van life day, and this is just what happens, and we have to get used to it. Very miserable wet day, isn't it?
Is that where we were going to park?
Literally just there.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, what an awful, horrible day. We've not set off to a good start really. It is just spitting and chucking it down. It's one of those days that you get drenched. And we've just trodden mud all the way through the van, which is really annoying. So we need a launderette now. So yeah, we're gonna head out into Buxton and just see what we can, maybe just get a coffee to start off the day in a good way.
Well, we can't film anything whilst it's raining, can we? So,
no.
Because the camera's not waterproof, so we're gonna have to hold off for a little bit,
yeah,
wait out the rain and see what happens.
So we'll drink coffee maybe go to a laundrette or something, but yeah, let's go. The pavements were incredibly dangerous with solid ice built up, making it tricky to walk without concentrating on the paths. We headed to a cafe called the Tradesman Cafe for breakfast. I ate beans on chunky toast and Liam had a full vegan breakfast. The staff at this cafe were extremely friendly and gave this place a nice vibe to sit in and wait for the rain to stop. So the rain's stopped now. We've decided to go for a bit of a wander around town. That was a really good breakfast at that Tradesman's Cafe. I got beans on toast and the bread was really chunky and thick, and it was really nice.
I had the full vegan breakfast, and that was one of the nicest vegan breakfasts I've had in months, and it's not even a vegan cafe. They just made sure it had Derbyshire oatcakes on it. They just made sure that everything tasted wonderful. So much thought went into it for such something that's just a fry-up, basically. It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. So now we're going to wander around the town and see what we can see.
Actually, might be able to tell she's a little cold. Your full setup. What do you reckon about your full setup?
Yeah, I like it.
That's not where you get the water from there, but it looks like it. Do you reckon it's salty water, like spa water? I'm not going to drink it.
Drink it.
I'm not going to drink it. Got to think about toilet situations in that van. Don't want to have any nasty surprises in the middle of the night.
Okay, so we are back at the van now. Our parking has just run out, so we're about to leave. And we are going to go to a place to get some water. As you may know, being VanLifers, water is a commodity, and we're constantly thinking about how we can top up our water. And Buxton is famous for natural spring water, so we're taking the opportunity whilst we're here to top up. So that's where we're heading now. We headed off to find this natural spring.
There it is, look! Fill up your Buxton water.
Okay, so we use this sometimes for filling up water because we can put it in the back and then just top up as we go. And it helps us if we're in a bit of a situation where we can't get our big water bottles out to fill up. We can just use this. Oh, look at that.
Funny how they always use the lion's head, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's warm. Oh my god, I was expecting that to be freezing. That's awesome.
What temperature do you reckon that is?
I'm not sure, but it's actually like, I don't know. But if that was a swimming pool, I'd get in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to be drinking that.
That's how warm it is. Right, let's fill it up. We filled up our jug of water and stored it in the back of Frida as a spare for when we run out. We headed off to Paul's Cavern at Buxton Country Park and ended up walking through the most humongous cave with a water source running through it and stalagmites and stalactites growing everywhere. It was dark and cold but pretty impressive. That was actually alright, that tour. The cave was huge. I wasn't expecting it to be so big, but it was massive. And yeah, it was quite entertaining as well. It went on for quite a while. In fact, it's getting dark outside, so it went on for that long. But yeah, let's go back to the van. We're getting back in the van because we need to find somewhere to park for the night now. Like I just said, it's starting to get dark. So yeah, we need to try to find somewhere before it's too dark, just so we can get a rough idea of where we are. But knowing us, it's going to be pitch black by the time we turn up, so we'll see how it goes. We headed off to a park up by a local reservoir, which was in the middle of nowhere. It was noticeably colder as some of the snow hadn't melted properly on some of the grass verges. We arrived in the dark as predicted, made ourselves a hot drink and chilled for the rest of the evening.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is where we parked last night. We are right next to a reservoir. We arrived in the dark, and it was wet all night pretty much. So it kept us up actually. We parked under a tree, as you can see here, which is the really silly move because it was just dripping big drops all night. And then the wind came up, and yeah, so it wasn't the best night's sleep in an otherwise such peaceful area, and it's really wet. It's sort of on and off raining. So we're gonna go now, and we're gonna go hike somewhere, get some food, make some food somewhere really nice. Hopefully the rain will stop and we'll be able to get the drone up and show you how beautiful this area is.
Despite the fact that it was dark, cloudy, rainy and cold, we still felt that this place was beautiful enough to return to. So we decided to head to Morrison's in Buxton to pick up some vegetables and return here as the perfect place to get cooking in the Ford Transit kitchen. So we headed back.
So we went to Morrison's, we came back, it's in Buxton. Buxton's not a million miles away. And then we came back to very close to where we camped last night. There's a whole sort of set of reservoirs near Buxton. Really not far from Buxton at all. But as soon as you leave Buxton, you're right out in the peaks in the wilderness again, which is really cool. We just saw two sort of weasels or stoats as well, which was, we couldn't get the camera out quick enough. But it was just so nice to see those things. You don't see them many other places, so that's really cool. Anyway. We're here, we're going to, Janine's going to be cooking something really nice for us, you know, like a real sort of winter comfort food sort of thing that's really good, and I'm sure she'll show you that in a bit. In the meantime, I'm going to be this here, we've been carrying this around, this huge box, are wind deflectors. We've got wind deflectors to deal with the condensation. I asked on the video if anyone knows any tips for condensation in a van, and we got so many people coming back and saying some tips. So I'm going to be putting one of the most common tips to good use today and see if it works, and that's putting wind deflectors on the van, which means that we can wind the windows down and have some more airflow. We've already got an air vent in the top of the roof. It's not very big. But people said it won't be any good unless you get airflow to it. So hopefully these wind deflectors are going to help with that. And yeah, I'm going to install them now. Janine's going to cook, and we'll see you later.
It takes so little just to make me smile, but you don't seem to be around. My body aches for someone who makes me right, but you don't seem to take the time. You're on a mission now, I know you can't get out, and our time is
Okay, so plans changed again because of the weather and the hail. But check out what Janine's been doing. We part of how we fund VanLife and what have you is we've got a vegan food sort of network platform thing using Instagram and Facebook and what have you. Anyway, Janine's been really busy in the background for one of our sponsors, and this look at what she made.
I made this vegan cheese board for a separate job and used the blue cheese to cook up a risotto. Today I'm making some serious comfort food. I'm making a blue cheese, leek and bacon, all vegan risotto. Today we have found ourselves in the hills of the Peak District, cooking up a white wine risotto on this winter's day. Start by cooking the vegan bacon and place them to the side. Now chop and cook the leeks in the bacon oil. When ready, add the risotto rice and mix. Allow the rice to soak up the juices for a minute before adding the white wine. Let the wine absorb into the rice, then start adding the stock 1 ladle at a time, allowing it to absorb fully each time. When the rice is cooked, add some butter and mix until melted. Add the bacon and crumble through some blue cheese. Mix and serve with walnuts and a sprinkling of chopped parsley. Enjoy this dish wherever you are, wrap up warm and stay snug this winter.
Really like a gym.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.